I don't know if anyone's here right now. Hold on. Let me connect my mic to this computer. Oh, woo. Okay. We're not going to be here for too long if anybody's here. Um, I think. Oh, people are here on YouTube. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Y'all always be here. What can you guys see? Okay, so oh, it seems like you can't see anything. And I can't see the chat on YouTube. I don't know why. So that sucks. Um, I don't know what to. Yeah. So if anybody's on, if anyone's here, please come to playback. Make sure that you guys download the app or whatever. Let me see. I'm just here right now because like I want to listen to this video on Zach Campbell and some stuff that he said regarding stuff that's been going on recently, with Nicki and Rock Nation and stuff like that. So that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to see like where am I live at? Like which channel am I live on? But yeah, so I don't know. I hope people can hear this. Let me go back to Twitter and like let's see if people can hear this. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear and see the screen? Let me refresh on YouTube. Like I said, this is not going to be a long stream, okay? And I'm doing this on my old computer, which is like probably why it's moving even slower because this is not serious at all. So you're just seeing me in my natural element for real right now. All right. So make sure that you guys like the video or whatever. It's still not letting me see the chat. Okay, so you guys can't see. All right, cool. So it's still not letting me see the chat like from YouTube or whatever. So you know what? I should be able to let me pull up on my phone. But the thing is that it's not even showing me on my phone. Let me go to my channel. Like, oh, they're right. Okay, okay, cool. Okay. All right, cool. So hmm, let's see, let's see. Let me change the title. I gotta change the title because like now let me see if you guys can see this. Can you see my YouTube screen? Stream to room. I should be on stage, right? Yeah. Stream to room. Get the QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap. Okay, show me my channel. Show me my channel. Okay, no, I'm not seeing. Okay, I see you guys from my phone now, but I don't see that you guys see my YouTube screen. Hmm. It says you're offline on playback. I don't understand. How am I offline but I'm live? Let me refresh this. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. You guys should be able to hear me now. You guys should be able to hear me now. Yeah. And do you see my YouTube screen? Let me see. Cuz you're supposed to be able to like stop streaming, open browser. It's playing. Let's see this. I don't understand why you guys can't. I'm gonna leave YouTube and come back and try it again. Okay, it's still giving that y'all can't see my screen. Alright, well that's weird. Okay, so I have to like try it like that like another time and contact like the team or whatever. I emailed them today, or whatever. So this is what we're gonna do. We're going to um remove this, and then we're just gonna like, okay, we're gonna do it from actual YouTube. So um yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. And thank God I came on YouTube because I really been live on playback for like a while. And just like here chilling before I made it turn on YouTube. So hold on. I have what am I trying to do? So I'm trying to can I hmm. All right. All right, whatever. So we'll do it here. Let me make sure that you guys can see my screen. 1 second. Okay, so you guys should be able to see now. Let me refresh YouTube. I have to wait for ads on my own shit. All right, cool. Yay, you guys see my screen. Great. Well, if you guys are, communicate with me in the chat, like that would be dope so that, we can get through these technical difficulties faster. But hey, Kai and Shay, shout out to Abigail. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Kay. Hi, hey, Abiomi. Shout out to Mally as always and Sparta Queen. Hey, hot Maya. Maya, I'm gonna just call you Maya. Hey Capricorn, so good to see you. I'm good. How are you guys? I hope all is well. Um, Yes. That's me, Melly. So yeah, I'm streaming right now from the playback app. So thank y'all so much for coming through. I'm just chilling right here right now. Like whatever. I actually plan to go live like later tonight to get into some other things. But I'm literally just chilling before I have dinner. So I was like, let me watch this video on YouTube. And I was like, let me go live on playback. And then when I'm on playback, I can like turn it on to YouTube. So here we are. And then I didn't know it was gonna give me as many technical difficulties as it is as it's doing. So that's why, and I can't even see the comments from my computer, which is where I normally look at them. So I'm looking at it from my phone right now. So I can see you, everyone on YouTube. Shout out to all 19 of you that are on here. Feel free to communicate with me in the chat. I can see you guys sending so much love. Hope everybody had a great Monday. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna just play this video and I'm just gonna talk through it. So type a one in the chat. I got my mic connected, but once again, I'm using my old computer. So if my sound sounds crazy, do like let me know, and then I'll just, next time I'll get on my other computer. But I'm just being lazy, like I'm just chilling. So this is my chilling time on my chill computer. But if it's not gonna work properly, then I'll always be on my actual, serious computer. All right. So just let me know how the audio and video quality is. Okay. Great.
Child, Nicki versus Rock Nation. Uh-oh. Maybe that Megan beef was a little bit deeper than we thought, babes. Now, I know. When Onika is talking, sometimes you gotta be like, girl, what you talking about here? Here she go. But more than not, Nicki sometimes is correct and sometimes predicting the future of some things that she already tried to tell us in the past. And in other news, did Cardi B get her lick back with Offset? Uh-oh. It may seem Cardi B is gonna have the last laugh in this here situation. And on a side note, y'all also have my Queen B just a little bit too twisted for me. Well, let's have a conversation about it all because this is Woo Child. Child, thank y'all picking up my call. Listen, let's start right in here with Onika because Onika has been on a roll this entire week. I have been waiting to call y'all to really get to see because it's been developing and it's kind of still developing today. The last thing I saw about Nicki versus Rock Nation was the whole title situation where they allegedly may have tried to give her hush money so she
Turning up
couldn't speak about the terrible deal that she got. Now, before I called y'all, I was
sorry. So I was just trying to turn up the quality, like to 4K or whatever, but seems like it's gonna lag or whatever. So I'm gonna just turn it back down.
going to call this like a Nicki versus Jay-Z thing, which low-key still can be. I'm starting to put pieces together, and all of the barbs and anybody on the internet right now is starting to put the pieces together. As far as the whole Nicki versus Megan beef, may be deeper than just Megan versus Nicki. I think there's some puppeteering going on. Let me explain. I'm kind of going to hover over this because I really don't know enough information quite yet, and I don't think we all know enough information quite yet to even know how Jay-Z's even in the conversation, besides Jay-Z being at the parties, being around Diddy and going to the Diddy functions. But like, here's the thing, right? I want to make sure you know I've even got invited to some Diddy functions. I have people on my team that have been at Diddy functions. And let me tell you something. Everything about Diddy functions are not a sex cult like baby oil, ecstasy, abuse, trafficking thing. Though I feel he's as guilty as hell as far as all the things he's getting charged as, okay? Diddy's parties are very infamously known, to be this really good grand time that a lot of people in the industry can be together and you can network and meet new people and have a celebration of most of the time black excellence or like a celebration that have happened within the entertainment industry that is resembling black excellence or celebrating black excellence. And what I know from that, at least, right, when the lights are on, say that, when the lights are on, babe, I have heard it's a very wholesome, you have some drinks, you have a good time, you go back home kind of party. Now, who's to say when the lights go down, I don't know what happens, okay? I'm not there. But the people that I do know that have been there have said that it's very, it's a party. It's a normal, hey.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could...
Hey, come have a good time, have a few drinks, meet a few people, network, and go home. Please, actually. So I'll say all that to say, of course, Jay-Z is going to be at these parties, and of course, Beyonce is going to be at these parties, which I want to talk about that really quickly, too, because also, Nicki has been, I don't want to say subbing Beyonce, but I definitely have been feeling a little bit of, I don't know how to put that into words, but I've been feeling like she want to say something. You know what I mean? Like, she definitely had this tweet about a robot or something like that, and she deleted the tweet, right? And then she retweeted the tweet with a Chucky meme of putting a middle finger up like she ain't scared of nobody, which we all know Nicki ain't scared to speak her mind, okay? Because I'm speaking this from a Beehive member, but also from somebody that, know my girl, behind the scenes, okay? Hate to flex that muscle, but like...
No shade. My bad. I'm moving my mic. No shade, but like I wonder how the Bay Nika stands feel or the B Nika stands feel or like the Beyonce Nicki hybrid fans. Like if there's any Bay Nika stands watching, definitely let me know how you guys feel because we talked about this last week in terms of like the alleged shade that Nicki could be throwing Beyonce's way and stuff like that. And also and I also cleared it up like when Nicki cleared it up and said that she wasn't talking about Beyonce and stuff. But I forgot to say that Nicki said that she said during that conversation on Station Head where she cleared up, like she was like, oh, like they think I was talking about B. Oh, I love B. Like Nicki was saying like in a really like sweet voice or whatever. And she was also saying like she also said like at the end of her statement that like guys, like I'm not scared or whatever. Like, if I have something to say, like, I will say it. Like, don't worry. Like, you don't have to think that I'm shading anybody. If I have something to say, I will say it. And so I'm like, all right, okay, Nikki, cool. Like, that's fair. I'm glad you said that because, I feel like we know that, but when it comes to certain people and certain things, it's not, she doesn't always speak directly, which is why a lot of people be super confused. But also, like, in the events of 2024, like, I feel like, while, like, when I look back on how January went, like, with Bigfoot, because that's when all of this stuff about Rock Nation really started for real, in terms of like us knowing and in the public. And it's like it makes sense as to like why we didn't get all of the information at once, because a lot of the stuff that could really prove, like, actions that prove that there is energy between Nicki, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, or whatever, and Young Money or whatever, it, like, the bigger picture had to play out for us to really see the details of what's of the fine print, right? And so it's like, while I'm glad that Nicki didn't sort of like rush those conversations, when I look back on the lives that she did during the week of Hiss versus Bigfoot, I still don't you know I still don't understand what that accomplished for real, in the grand scheme of things, right? So it's like I understand her now, but back then I don't know what that time that she spent going off, like, what did that really accomplish? Like, what information did you share that could make people see your side and understand your side? Because I feel like we didn't get that until very recently, at least for me. But let's go. Did y'all like the video?
I got to. Okay, that co-sign for Beyonce was very pivotal in your career, Miss Onika. So I'm very gaggy about you feeling some type of way, if you're some type of way. But here's the thing, right? There's always been some rumors between Onika and Beyonce not being the best of terms, and then it'll be debunked by Beyonce sending Nicki some flowers or something like that. But like, I've always felt like something was fishy in the water between those two, regardless. After their collaboration, to be honest, and it got me to thinking about how the relationship between Jay-Z and Nicki have been unfolding, right? How Nicki has been coming out speaking about this whole Jay-Z and how she's been treated and how Jay-Z tried to buy Young Money back in the day. And when I heard that, I said, oh, I didn't know this. This is new information to me. And when Jay-Z tried to buy Young Money, this is clearly he tried to buy Drake and Nicki, and I think Lil Wayne too. When he found out that wasn't for sale, because he got a low-key cease and desist to the Rock Nation headquarters of, this is, bad business, you tampering with business, you doing too much. Sit down, girl. We're not up for sale. I hope the trick of, getting new female rappers to go against Nicki to then take down Nicki to kind of dethrone Nicki wasn't a Jay-Z thought or plan. I'm going to hope and say it wasn't. But the way that things have been coming out and the way things have been being talked about and the way Nicki has been running her mouth, which has me a little scared for Nicki, if I had to be honest. Because let's be honest here, okay? Jay-Z, Rock Nation, that whole team is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful, and they move things behind the industry interestingly. That's the best way to put that, right? Nicki's been on a roll on Twitter to talk about her truth with this whole Jay-Z thing, and it really started with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl thing, when Lil Wayne did get the Super Bowl, it started to open up a floodgates with Nicki versus Jay-Z. I would say Rock Nation. And the reason why I say Rock Nation, because I feel like it's deeper than just Jay-Z, because she's going at people on Twitter at Rock Nation. Like, she don't like people at Rock Nation at all, and clearly there has been a beef there for years. So I'm gonna read out these tweets, because Nicki tweeted and said, "Dear short and stout, dick, Laffy Taffy alien, dick breath, SAS or SAS, we want to know if you were present during abuse of teenagers and children. That's what we want to know. You can't taste my liver. Stop. Aaliyah, Foxy, etc. During R. Kelly video shoots and stuff. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, wait a minute now. Oh, Onika, hold on, baby. Did you know about the abuse to Kim Porter and Cassie? Y'all seem to always run in a sort of rat pack. So that's what we people want to know. And your peeps to speak on. Ugly, bald head, bowling ball bitch. You niggas don't have this energy for gangsters in person, only for bitches on the internet." And then she said, hashtag Activity Los Angeles tonight. Okay, you better promote your show, girl. Period. Okay, so she's coming for all his affiliates and things like that, actually. She's coming for the affiliates. She's coming for anybody that's with Jay-Z, that's speaking of have Jay-Z, because basically Onika came out to talk about the the deal of Tidal, right? And, Tidal has been sold off to Jack Dorsey. And this is what she tweeted. She said, "I received a call advising Tidal was sold and they made no money on the deal. So all they could offer me was $1 million doll hairs. But wait, there's more. The lawyer advised that Disarray advised him Disarray is crazy. The lawyer advised him that I had to sign the agreement in 24 hours if I wanted the $1 million or the offer, quote unquote, was off the table. and listen to the end of fractions to know what my response was. And the end of fractions is, he trying to eat it up. I said, come and get it, boo. While I count a meal, jigga what? Jigga who? Oh, Nika. Miss Onika. Onika has been on this. Onika has been speaking her truth about what's going on between Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and her for a minute now. And so this is why I say this. Was this whole plan to get Onika to shut down, to be quiet, or to get her replaced? Was that something with Rock Nation in the past, and we're just not finding out that it was maybe Jay-Z and Rock Nation doing that? I'm sure you remember, but if you don't know, Nicki and a whole bunch of artists signed a deal with Tidal and Jay-Z when it was launching to get like a type of like share or a type of something like a 3% share of Tidal. And back then, that's when they put the Feeling Myself video exclusively. I think Nicki put a more than just Feeling Myself, but some more like music videos and songs exclusively on Tidal back then. And she lost out on money and things like that back when she was doing that. And she says, in her words, she didn't get not one red cent from Tidal. She also goes on to tweet, so Barbs, thank you for supporting something I was a part of. I love you, but I was scammed and offered $1 million to be silenced. I declined. The grace of God is sufficient. I didn't want their hush money. Hashtag Gag City Los Angeles tonight and tomorrow night. My documentary was also, oh, was you trying to say something? Documentary was also hushed or something, girl? Was that shut down too, girl? So Nicki was saying she low-key was offered hush money to be quiet about the whole Tidal deal. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but like, now she was only offered $1 million when I think Jay-Z sold Tidal for at least $200 million or $300 million. That would be crazy. And if she got 3% stake in the company, then she should have got.
He just said he don't know if it's true or not that Nicki got paid $1 million or whatever. What is there? Hey, IBOMe's came to playback. What is there like? What is there to not believe? If that's what Nicki said, right? Like she said it, and then she also explained how it came about. She said the lawyer called me and said that Tidal said that they didn't make no money on the deal, so they could only give her 1 million. So unless somebody gonna come out and refute that, there's really no need to question if that's true or not. Like that's a fact. If it wasn't true, Jay-Z would have done sent somebody already. Okay. And you talking to somebody who, likes receipts.
Gotten a lot of money. But one of Jay-Z's friends and close colleagues, Mr. Stout, came out on a podcast and said that Nicki didn't sign the paperwork, Nicki didn't do her part, and that Nicki's trying to tear down a black entrepreneur. And I was like, okay, wait. Now, there's one thing here. I was like, I do understand about the crab in the barrel and like black people versus black people, especially in the entertainment industry and in business in general, and trying to tear people down. But here's the thing, right? I don't want us to use the black, that's my brother, that's my sister thing when the business ain't right. Because that's the thing, right? When we do work with our people, I'm talking to my people here. When we do work with our people, sometimes the business ain't right because we are brothers and sisters. We know because we both black. And sometimes I don't like that because why is the water dirty? Why is it dirty in the water? What's happening here? I know we brothers and sisters, but girl, my paperwork need to be sickening, girl. So I don't know if Nicki didn't sign the right paperwork, but both parties are saying something different. And I can't wait to know what the real tea is. And I know the truth is going to come out. Now I want to go a little deeper within this Nicki Minaj versus Roc Nation beef. Was this Nicki versus Megan thing a little bit more organized than I thought? Was that the thing that maybe got the dynamic to switch after Hot Girl Summer? Now just walk with me, okay? Look how they're pushing Megan. They're pushing Megan in a very commercial sense. It's like I think recently she just got like 12 nominations at the BET Hip Hop Awards. And I was like,
it takes 5 seconds to skip the
Oh
video and
my
also
God.
5 seconds to save a life. Let me tell you how.
I mean, validated. She is one of the top female rappers.
Now, for those of you guys who don't be pulling up to every live and listening to everything that I say. We talked about this last week in terms of like what really happened between Nicki and Megan. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, like Hot Girl Summer 2019, right? Then around the time that Hot Girl Summer is released, July, August of 2019 or whatever, Megan signs to Roc Nation very soon or before, or sorry, either very like close to whether it was before or after Hot Girl Summer. Megan was already working with Roc Nation by then. And so being that, her and Nicki made an agreement to do the feature for free and the video, Nicki said, hey, can you do this for me? Can you come to Queen Radio? Megan agrees, but then for some reason, I think Nicki feels like Roc Nation influenced Meg. Roc Nation, as in Desiree, influenced Meg to, not do what Nicki asked of her, which is what she agreed to. And probably, Nicki probably feel like it was Desiree and Jay-Z and probably other people who really was, guiding Megan through working with Nicki and being like, oh, like, yeah, like get the feature, do this, and then XYZ, then we gonna move and push her to the side and da 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 da. And yeah, I can't even say the only thing that Rock Nation didn't plan for was Nicki responding, but like, and I think that's one of the reasons why Nicki went off so crazy on Meg during Bigfoot, during Hiss or whatever, because it's like they planned everything. But did you plan this though? Did you plan the part where I was gonna respond and then Megan was gonna have to respond? That's why she didn't respond. Plan that, ho.
This year, but like not by sales, not by sales, because Nicki is still that girl. Even with Nicki's Gag City tour, I'm just saying, or it's not called Pink Friday 2 tour. Look, Nicki stats wise is the one that's still taking it, but she's not nominated for real. And then if you look back at the His moment, right? And the way Nicki was crashing out, and I do have to say that, Barb's, I do. But Nicki definitely fell for the bait. Definitely was, on live making tweets. And Bigfoot wasn't Nicki's best work. We all know that. I even feel like Nicki looks at Bigfoot like, ugh, why did I put that out? Ugh, I could have really ate that girl up. But why did I do that? I was just mad, girl. So it seems to me, possibly, allegedly, that Rock Nation could be using Megan to be pushing Nicki out the spotlight of the main rap girl. And we're going to use Megan as now, look, this is the new rap girl you need to focus on. This is the one that's replacing Nicki. Because if you think about it, right, that plan of pushing Nicki out of the main spotlight has been a thing since she's been in the main spotlight. From record labels, record execs, and it seems like even management agencies. And like I said, this all kicked off when Wayne didn't get the Super Bowl, and Nicki was like, "Oh, y'all really been hating, and let me expose how much y'all really been hating for real, like behind the scenes. Like this has been an ongoing thing since Jay-Z wanted to buy Young Money and could not get Young Money. A lot of people and a lot of rumors were saying that Jay-Z used it as a power play to kind of show Young Money that like, ha, I get the last laugh because y'all didn't want to work with me back then. So now Lil Wayne won't get the Super Bowl, child. But in reality too, it's just like Lil Wayne getting the Super Bowl just sounded a little crazy. And I'm a Lil Wayne fan, like I love Lil Wayne, but like let's just be honest here. Lil Wayne's image just isn't what the Super Bowl is looking for at the moment, and I don't think Lil Wayne is mentally prepared right now to perform the Super Bowl. Kendrick has had one of the biggest years in his career right now, so I'm just trying to think, like, it does make sense for him to be at least a contender to headline the Super Bowl before Lil Wayne right now in this current moment, because we all have our time in this world, okay? Even if you're a GOAT like Lil Wayne, babes, we all have our time. We all have our moment. But like also like Lil Wayne fans, no shade, y'all don't show up for Lil Wayne no more for real like y'all used to. Because I feel like when Nicki was like, y'all did this young man like this, da, da, da. I'm like, yo, Nicki, now hold on, Nicki girl. Y'all you speaking like Lil Wayne is like this little boy, and like he just got wronged, like somebody stole his lollipop girl. That ain't the case here. No pun intended. Lil Wayne is a legend, right? But I think Lil Wayne could have handled his legacy a little bit better too. Go to Lil Wayne shows when he has a concert, child. Buy the CD, stream the songs when things drop. It's not too late for Lil Wayne to be having his renaissance moment. No shade, like. Lil Wayne is going to be just fine if he doesn't perform the Super Bowl this year, no, next year. He's more than fine. Hopefully this does spark a resurgence, a renaissance of Lil Wayne's career, because he needs it. Yes, he was deemed as one of the best rappers of all time at a point in history, but has that legacy really continued to today? That's up for discussion.
I mean, hey Latrice, shout out to Latrice. Day Moore said this is why I prefer to listen to a fellow Barb critique Nicki versus a content creator doing it for money, but they don't do research or have knowledge. I truly appreciate that, Day Moore. But what I wanted to say was fuck, bro. Just fucking forgot.
Lil Wayne's career, because he needs it. Yes, he was deemed as one of the best rappers of all time at a point in history, but has that legacy really continued to today? That's up for discussion. No, and that's not even me.
Okay, this is what I was gonna say. Just like we've been talking about a lot of the business between Young Money, Cash Money, with heavy on it, what Nicki's doing now, and I think that there's something. Even though Birdman and Wayne went through their stuff back in the day and they got it resolved or whatever, there has to be something that is still going on, because Wayne been talking about the Carter Six for I don't know how many years. And I'm not even a Lil Wayne fan who like really knows like the discography, like the Carter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But ain't he supposed to be dropping the Carter 6? That shit's been coming for like 5 years. Like he say that like every performance. Like that's like a Lil Wayne like marketing tradition or whatever. But seriously, like y'all have been saying that album has been coming and it hasn't came yet. Wayne put out mixtapes, bitch. He put out joint projects before he put out his own project. Like, what is really going on with Lil Wayne business wise, and why does he keep jumping on features for any artist? Like, literally, he'll jump on literally anything. That's why I said Wayne literally does anything for a check, and that's no tea, no shade. It's facts. Like, it's literally what we're witnessing. you know? Hey, Davian. Potent Pondering says, I rather listen to who I respect their point of view. If they're a hater, then I'm like, nah. If you say something, I can see where you're coming from without bashing Nicki. I'm all ears and facts, Lauren. I was watching you earlier. But yeah, there's something going on with Wayne. There's a lot of things going on with Wayne business wise. There's a lot of things going on with Young Money business wise, and they are so freaking private that I feel like I'm never gonna be able to put my finger on it. But ooh, it's not peachy keen over there, because why Wayne not dropping? What is going on? Like, seriously, what is going on? Like, even down to their social media. Like, they used to have this dude Jason running their social media and stuff like that. And I don't even know who's running the Young Money account anymore, but it doesn't feel like it's Jason. I don't know. Like, it seemed like they had to drop a lot of their staff. Then we found out the other night we was looking into Karen Civil, because Karen Civil was the EVP of Young Money from 2022 to January 2024. So why she not the EVP no more? What's going on? We knew Mac Main to be the president. I'm sure he's probably still the president, but like, what does that really mean these days? Because Young Money's not functioning the way that they was back in the day, because like, the label is kind of done. It's kind of like dissolved. And even though like Wayne has signed, like, I would say at least 5 artists after just the new generation of what Young Money is or supposed to be, or what he wants it to be, but it hasn't went anywhere, and I don't think it is gonna go anywhere for real. But like, so it's just like, I don't know. And it's just like, it's like, we have to also set our expectations, like, for real when it comes to Nicki and Heavy on it, because it's like, yo, like, when you really think about it, like, and now that we have the new information that Nicki's contract with Young Money ended after the Queen album, after her 4th album. Once again, I gotta go through and look at some things and think about some things and come up with some questions and stuff like that. But it's like, like, they all broke off and have started their own labels, right? Like, Birdman still got Cash Money, Wayne still got Young Money, Drake got OVO, Nicki got Heavy on it, and Wayne still got Young Money, right? So it's like, but for all of them have tried to sign artists, and none of them have really popped off. So it's like, that's why I'm gonna be like, I guess we could lower our expectations, because Drake could put his, I can't even say if Drake put his all behind the artist, because there's a Drake stimulus package, as in the Drake feature, right? But then there's also the being signed to Drake, being signed to OVO. We know artists that have been signed to OVO, and we know some of them, but there's also artists that are signed to OVO that aren't doing anything for real. So it's like, and I'm sure that we should hold Drake accountable for that. I don't know. But yeah, like, and Beyonce, man, like, I just watched the video earlier today on somebody else talking about Chloe, and whatever, and Beyonce. Like, these artists for real, damn, y'all really not proving people right that artists should start labels for real, because it seemed like all of y'all need to stop for real. No, I don't really feel like nobody has been as successful as Wayne in terms of, like, birthing a new generation of superstars. And honestly, for so many reasons and factors, like, there are no more superstars these days, but it's definitely gonna be hard to beat what Wayne did with Drake and Nicki. And it's like, was it really Wayne, or was it the magic and the talent of Drake and Nicki that really, like, took them to where they are today, for real? And yeah, I think it's the latter, and that's nothing. I'm literally, guys, like, I'm literally here, like, laying down, looking at the ceiling, talking. So I'm in my comfortable element right now, so I'm just talking. But anyway, let's keep going. Labels are not for everyone. Facts.
Being shitty or funny. It's just up for discussion, for real. It doesn't take away what he's done, the legacy that he has. No shade at all. But to perform in Super Bowl in 2025, I don't know about that. I didn't think about it like that. I don't know about it. I didn't think about that being I didn't think about Lil Wayne being a contender. No shade. It just seemed like people wanted to hate on Kendrick.
Go to motionray.com to add
Right.
this to your video, and that.
Fire.
I have to check on my playback, people.
And take away from Kendrick's moment. But what that did do for Onika was trigger something where she's like, enough is enough with Roc Nation and Jay-Z. So it got me to thinking, if we want to cling to what Nicki is talking about with Roc Nation and Jay-Z, it got me thinking, like, well, was that whole Megan beef a part of the strategy to make Nicki look a little crazy and be pushed out of the limelight? And if you think about it, right, ever since that whole Hiss moment, they have been pushing Megan in the public eye down. Brand deals, the music videos, the hostings, the public persona of Megan is being pushed as like she's so in demand, which she is in demand, but like Nicki's album is still the highest selling female hip hop album since last year. And Nicki's Pink Friday 2 tour is still the highest grossing female hip hop tour of all time. And allegedly, Megan couldn't finish her tour. And I don't know if that's true or not. I want people to, can y'all clarify that in the comments for me? Because I don't know if that's Barb speaking or if that's like.
Did Megan finish her tour? I think Megan finished her tour. It might have. I mean, obviously it wasn't long, but I think she finished it. Yeah, there were some show cancellations and reschedules here and there, but I think she finished it.
Real legit facts, because I thought that Megan finished her tour. Now I know that some dates got confused, or some dates didn't sell out because to capacity like they should have. But I think it was just a summer tour. I think it was only supposed to be for like 20 days or something like that, and then like that was it. I don't think it was supposed to be like this long tour like Nicki's on. I'm sure that's what they wanted, but like I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. And it seems like Nicki's also waiting to drop Pink Friday 3 till next year, as she said she's pushing back to next year because some people are saying that she's waiting on Cardi to drop or Megan to drop, but what got me thinking is I think it's the other way around, child. I think the girls are waiting for Nicki to drop to see what she does. That's just me, though. That's just me. I know Megan's coming out with her deluxe pretty soon with the metamorphosis and the butterflies and things like that, which got me thinking, too, I'm like, why is Megan dropping more music already? I just feel like but you know what, I guess, keep going, girl. No shade. But I will say, I do think there is something there with Nicki versus Roc Nation past the Nicki versus Megan thing. I think that's just the tip of the iceberg, to be quite honest with you. And if I had to be honest,
We're all saying the same thing. I said the same thing. Why is Megan dropping more music after she just dropped the album? But I mean, once again, she dropped the album, so she did tease a deluxe. So it's like, she kind of, everybody has the opportunity to tease their deluxe and tease their deluxe single. So I guess I can't, it can't be mad at it. But it's like, all right, bitch, just get the shit over with for real, because it's gonna flop anyway. And your shit sounds stale anyway. You just look good though. That's it.
why I brought up the word puppeteering earlier, it feels like Roc Nation may be using Megan as a ploy to get Nicki out the way, to make Nicki seem like she's old news, she's washed up, she's old, bitter. Look at her, she's going mad at the new girl that's popping, and but the stats don't add up with that yet, though. That's the thing. Now, also, we'll say this, Nicki, too, right? Because Nicki, yes, you calling out Diddy and Jay-Z's affiliates and all that, but like, here's the thing, babes. Ooh, I hate to be that girl, but your husband, your husband is interesting. And I know she tried to defend her husband in the sense of like, let me see, where's that tweet at? Will we have that tweet? Worried about the tea of a 15-year-old child who was railroaded, but no comments on the tea and baby oil that's been going on for decades. And as recent as months ago, if 15-year-olds need to be held accountable and told they can never move past their past, then what about the 30-year-olds who groomed and set and was silent, etc.? All right, let's keep the blogs focused on Oniqua. Short and stout, dick don't want to talk about him, them friend and them.
I'm dead.
Short and stout, I'm sorry, she's so stupid. Short and stout dick don't want to talk about him, friend them. LMFAO, hashtag Gag City Los Angeles.
It is so funny hearing American people read patois. Like, I can't even tell y'all don't do it for real. But yeah.
So, yeah, Nicki, I know you're trying to defend your husband. I understand, as you should. That's your household girl. But like, yeah, no shade, girl. Your husband is, and I wouldn't use that as an example, and I wouldn't really use your husband as like, oh, y'all want to talk about my man, but like, what about all this? Which you may have a point, because no shade, what about the 30 plus years of groomed and y'all sat by and being silent, allegedly. But the Nicki versus Roc Nation thing is going to continue to unfold, and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it, because it's starting to tip over into my B a little bit. And I do want to touch on this really quickly, right? I see people are hating on Beyonce right now, and it's becoming a trend right now to cancel Beyonce because of Jay-Z and Beyonce being at the parties, and Beyonce and Jay-Z being at the parties, and Beyonce had to have known everything. And it's like, here's the thing, right? Like I said, Diddy has parties, and yes, celebrities have been there, but they're not all sex parties. I hope we can get the brain working here. If Beyonce is wrong of something, then Beyonce is wrong of something, right? And when that truth comes out, that truth will come out. But let me say this. What is happening right now does not seem like justice or anybody trying to get the truth. It seems like people are trying to bandwagon against Beyonce because they're trying to take her down or humiliate her or cancel her because she's too powerful. And this black woman has been too powerful. And yes, I'm about to pull that card, the black woman card. I am. It seems as though people are trying to humble Beyonce.
Sorry guys, I was talking on mute. My bad. But I was saying that fuck was I saying? Oh, I mean, I'm not somebody who like wish bad upon people or whatever, but it's like, yo, Beyonce, Jay-Z, whoever, like if they was doing wrong stuff, then they gotta be held accountable for it. But damn, I forgot what I was saying or what I was going to say. I say that every time.
Not hold her accountable or her partner accountable or the colleague she's around accountable. That's not the
Oh, you know what I was saying? He was saying that people wanna see Beyonce fumble because they feel like she too powerful. And it's like that's the surface level thinking, because I think that, like, for me personally, and especially this year and in the past couple of months, I've been especially like the things that Nicki has been pointing out, and like what it makes you think about. It's like, to me, Beyonce looks like the most powerless than she's ever been. Beyonce doesn't look powerful anymore. Having Jay-Z having to speak out to the Grammys for her, like them alleging that you know, or using Beyonce to dangle carrots in people's face, like, oh, like if you guys let Megan host, Beyonce will show up. Beyonce allegedly, like not having any say in what she does, and now it's becoming more and more apparent. Like, I literally thought about making a whole video on this, like like Beyonce has become a product of Jay-Z, and Megan is becoming the same thing. Look at the products that Jay-Z builds. All of a sudden, you lose your personality, you don't talk anymore. Like, Megan literally does not talk to her fans, yet she used the foundation that Nicki built in order to relate to her fans. Oh, the hotties this, the hotties that, the hotties this. You don't talk to them people. All you ever say is, run it up, hotties. Hotties, run it up. You only talk to them when you have something to do or something to promote. Other than that, Jay-Z got you in the background slaving, because every month it's a new deal. Same thing with Beyonce. Every month is a new deal. All of this chaos going on, and all y'all doing is putting yourself on a poster. I mean, look at it. Once again, today is Monday. 9 a.m. Everybody get in the office. Let's release the announcement that Megan Thee Stallion has a documentary. Not that I'm saying that it's like, like super planned out, but it's like, yeah, it's Monday. Big news, right? Like, on to the next project. Same thing with Beyonce, Levi's campaign. On to the next project. Like, damn, like, do y'all see what's going on? Are y'all human, like, in any way? It's like, and it's like, and because it's like, I don't think that Megan would have taken this specific way of going about her public image if it wasn't for him and Rock Nation. Like, I feel like Megan would have been more personable, more interactive online with her fans. And probably what's gotten in the way of that is the whole situation with Tori, because it's like Megan do get a lot of hate and stuff like that. But it's also like, dang, like, you just didn't pan out how I thought you were gonna pan out. And I see like the influence that like Jay-Z and Rock Nation has on you, for real, for real. He keep them hoes in the industry rat race. Facts. It's so many conversations that gotta be opened up and woken up at this point. Like, it's so many things. I could sit here and write so many questions, so many video titles. Like, and as we keep talking, it's like more and more things is coming. It's like, dang, like, this shit is really never ending. And we gotta think about what I was saying last night about Rihanna. The type of stuff Rihanna could say about Jay-Z, man. That's why that girl holding that album, because they can't agree on something. Rihanna don't have no problem putting out music. I don't think she do. Anyway, let's keep going because I'm tired of this.
here. It seems like people are
I
trying to use this as a time to attack Beyonce and use this as like, oh, we always hated her in the first place. And look, she's always been this guilty person. She's always been doing this with Aaliyah. Da, da, da. Whoa. No. We're not doing that. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that at all. I'm so sorry. And I will stand 10 toes on this hill with Beyonce. Sorry, but you will not come for my mother like that. I am so sorry. And even though, Nicki, no shade, if you are trying to come for Beyonce, girl, I will read you to Filth too. No shade. And I'm putting that on this call right here. And I love you, Barbs. I love you, Barbs down. You know, I live for you, but when it comes to my mother, in the words of Delicious, when it comes to my mother, we won't be doing that. No. So
Okay, and what? And what if she got if receipts are presented? What you gonna do? What you gonna do if there's receipts presented? I don't want to hear these people talking about stand this and stand that and stand culture this and stand culture that when you saying all of this. But that's why I asked, what you gonna do if there's receipts, child? Because
I'm gonna need people to keep Beyonce's name out their mouths. Okay, let's focus on Diddy. Let's focus on Diddy. I'm gonna need the girls to leave my girl alone. She has nothing to do with this at all. At all. Yes, she's powerful, black, and elite. She has nothing to do with this. And I feel like this is a target.
nigga says she has nothing to do with this. Like that's some shit that I would have said, but it's like you have nothing to do with this, as in like you're begging Jesus that she has nothing to do with. Just like, bitch, do you know what the fuck Beyonce be doing behind closed doors? You sound crazy. Y'all beehive people sound crazy. Hold on, my bad. I I just plugged out my mic by accident. Hold on. Shout out to Jamilo in the building. Oh, y'all can hear me. Shout out to Jamilo in the building on thing on playback.
Target on her back.
Oh, make sure you like the video, guys. Shout out to y'all for coming through. We just chilling on here Monday Night Raw. Make sure y'all download the playback app as well. I'll definitely be sharing the links. I was on there doing a lot of stuff today. I'm gonna show y'all later. But yeah, let's go.
Make her humbled, or to take down this powerful black woman that has all this power, that has had all this power all her career, instead of actually trying to find justice for people that are maybe victims of Diddy and the things he have done. No shade. Just want to sprinkle that in there really quickly before I move on to Cardi B. Okay, thanks. And Onika, like I said, love you down, girl, but keep it cute. Love you. All right, so moving on to Cardi B and Offset, chat. When I tell you this marriage has been up and down and all around.
Is she texting someone behind your back? A single spokesman search.
Okay. I don't think that we need to listen to what he has to say about Cardi because who cares, right? All right. I want to show you guys like what I was doing today. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this shit. I kind of want to see, like, I'm going to be really interested in seeing, like, what people are thinking as more information comes out and unfolds, especially, like, regarding, like, Rock Nation stuff for real. And I just want to see, like, if they going to change up their strategy at all for real. Because it's like, yeah, it's becoming very apparent. Like Nicki said, I am the best, I am the queen. It's so apparent in me. I'm in Hollywood with Shia LaBeouf. Most of you rappers ain't eating that diet. It's rough. Megan, I don't know where she getting all that money from for real, for real. And you know what? You know what's the sickest part about it, y'all? You know what's the sickest part about this whole shit with Rock Nation and shit like that and Megan and whatever? The sickest part about it is that um the fact that it's like, oh, Megan is supposed to be independent. Independent. Nah, you can't be independent. You and doing all of this. Nah, you can't be. You can't. I mean, you can, but it's like it's something too good for real, for real. You know who really independent and getting but you know, Rock Nation has done a good job with their independent girls. You know, because Tinashe is signed to Rock Nation, and she's been signed to Rock Nation since she left RCA back in like 2019, 2020, no, 2018, 2019 or whatever. And they've been doing very well with Tinashe for real, for real. Tinashe has had a lot of opportunities even outside of music. Tinashe was hosting like the VMA red carpet and shit like that, like for the past 2 years. This year she was, you know, in the show or whatever the fuck. But yeah, like, so you gotta give Rock Nation their props because they do what they gotta do for their clients. But like this Megan shit is just a whole nother level. So I'm gonna go through some comments. Potent Ponderance says, I do wish Nicki didn't bring up Aaliyah though. Yeah, that was a bit distasteful to me personally in her absence, even though we knew she probably was taken advantage of. Yeah, that's a fact. And you know, when it comes to like Aaliyah and Foxy and stuff like that, like the older women, like that's kind of like before my time. And like I don't really know much, like, you know, I just wasn't like really like I wasn't adult yet, you know, like when Aaliyah was here. Like when Aaliyah passed away, I was probably like 5 years old. So it's like I don't really know nothing about her. I don't speak on her. I don't listen to her music. I'm not really a fan of her. You know, like it's just it's no hate or whatever, but it's like I just don't really like pay like that's not my world, you know. Molly said it's a good thing Nikki fell out with Megan sooner. She might be where Tory Lanez is right now. I'm crying. I can't with you. Latrice says there's no way she's been with Jay since 19 and knows nothing. Facts. I want to know what Rihanna knows. Anyway, so before we get off of here though, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming through and spending some time with me real quick. as you can see, I'm showing you guys like my space on playback or whatever. So like this new app is kind of like YouTube and Station or whatever. So I was setting up our barbology space or whatever. And once again, a lot of what we do on here will be on YouTube as well, but some of it like won't be. And so like I was setting up here like the barbology community and whatever, and like you can put videos and stuff like that. So of course, I had to, show the queen and whatever. Here is our fem rap politics space, just like how we have our what's it called, like playlists like on YouTube on the channel and stuff. We got streams on here already. We was here last night. I already scheduled for something this week. I don't know exactly when, but it's like, girl, like I've been, like taking notes today, making an agenda and stuff like that. So we here. Right now we here. Hold on. Don't do it. Okay. So I think y'all could hear me. Well then, I was just trying to show y'all like the firm rap politics community because that's where we are right now, or that's where I am right now in the on playback or whatever. So yeah, like let me go back because I was um trying to do something. But yeah, make sure y'all download this, join all of my channels on here, all of my rooms and stuff like that, because that's where I am right now. And that's where I'm gonna be. Cause what I had scheduled for tonight, I scheduled, oh fuck, I can't even pull it up. But something for like music business or whatever, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, I was just chilling. So I just be like watching YouTube like most of y'all. So I just wanted to come and talk and react and stuff like that. Cause like I was saying before, I think it's really interesting to see like what other people think about like this Rock Nation stuff and Nicki stuff and business stuff like that. Because it's one thing to be stands and hearing everything that Nicki is saying and stuff like that. But it's another thing to just be like a general fan or an observer or someone who is trying to understand. And also it tells us like what is truly what's it called? What is truly effective, like when it comes to like Nikki talking, speaking on Rock Nation, like what's effective versus what's not effective. So back in Bigfoot days, Bigfoot slash his, I don't feel like those rants Nikki went on were effective in letting us know like what was going on, because a lot of people were confused up until a lot of people were confused or didn't really get the big picture up until the Super Bowl incident. And everything that's been done since then, Nikki has been pretty direct. So I think that has been effective, and so when it starts to become like, if a fan is confused, the general public is going to be even more confused, right? So how effective you are is based on how people, what the conversation is. And now we can see that Nikki's words are effective because both the fans and non-fans, a lot of people can see clearly what she's talking about and are thinking deeper as to, the issues that she's speaking on and what's really going on in the industry. Anyway, let me pull up some last comments and stuff like that. Um, can't hear you. Wait, did I? Okay, I think y'all can hear me now. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming through a little bit, spending some time with me on this Monday evening. I hope that you had a great um start to your week. Latrice said, and she's recreating Beyonce whole run, the Kamala Harris campaign, and Beyonce Hillary Clinton, the Pepsi commercial. Hey Shay, so good to see you. Miss you always. Please like the video. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments about anything that I said or that Zach said and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll talk soon, very soon, actually. Leave it to the cupcakes. They will agree with anything. That's a motherfucking fact. Hey, Crystal. Hey, look at Crystal, dumbass, being late as fuck, commenting when I'm about to go. Anyway, the night is still young, okay? So you might catch me on Station Head, you might catch me back here, but you might catch me anywhere. That's why y'all notifications need to be on and y'all need to get on the goddamn playback app. But yeah, we'll talk soon, y'all. Bye, Crystal.